Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Phantasy Star 4. In our last episode, we rescued Demi from Zio's fort. However, Zio made an appearance himself, and things quickly turned grim, especially for Alice there. Now our little friend Demi, and I say little because look at her, she's so tiny. She was nice enough to give us access to the Land Rover, which is basically a tank that we can use to cross quicksand. And Alice, well, that was rather quick game. Guess I'll go over this first. Yeah, you can get into random battles inside of your Land Rover, and you have a few things you can just attack normally. And you also have two special attacks that you can use. Now these fights are very easy. Let's go with Graviton. The little SP counter on the lower left there is your hit points. If those reach 0, it's game over. However, that should never happen. I mean, these fights are ridiculously easy, and the rewards reflect that. So, there you go. But anyways, Alice asked us to go find Rune, who, according to Gryz, went with Grandfather Dorn to the east, to some place called the Ladea Tower. So that's where we're going now. Now, Demi, as you recall, is an android, and androids are very, well, they're kind of peculiar. They have good things about them and bad things. However, the game does a very good job of balancing them, so it's not tilted, you know, all good things or all bad things. But we'll go over that later. For now, let's check out Monson. Hey, what's up? We just kind of came here on accident, dude. This was not our destination. Hey, old guys. They always have good things to say, right? Okay, maybe not in this game. Sorry, guys. Tool shop down there. They sell the usual dimates, telepipes, escapipes, etc. How's it going? Earthquakes, huh? Earthquakes and tidal waves? No, that's another town. And Gryz is freaking out over here. Oh man. Well, wouldn't you be afraid if the ground tried to swallow you up, Rika? Nice little scene here, I like it. Doesn't mean I like you, Gryz, just because the game is giving you some showtime here. Plate system, what's that? Okay, now that sounds very dangerous. And to go on that further, okay, Zio was talking about how he wanted to exterminate all life on Motavia and purge the whatever. So why not just come over here to this plate system that apparently has the power to control the tectonic plates? I mean, wouldn't it be very easy for Zio to just, you know, pull a Kefka and just rearrange the whole planet? I imagine that would eradicate most life if, you know, continents just started moving and mountains were just, you know. Anyways, so maybe we should do something about this plate system. It seems like these earthquakes are kind of a nuisance around here. Now, before you go anywhere, definitely save your game and do not walk around here on foot. And there's a very special reason why, which I will show you later. If you've played this game before, you probably know what I'm talking about, and yeah, it's a really short walk. But now that short walk, just from, you know, Monson to here, if you do that on foot, it could be game over for you. And I'm going to leave you in suspense. I won't tell you why. I'll show you guys, maybe not next time, but probably the following episode. And over here we get a repair kit. Now, going back to Demi, like I said, there's a few things that you guys need to know about having an android in your party. First of all, they have no magic at all, but they do come with a lot of good skills. well, I say they, like there's more than one. Demi has Recover. It heals herself for about 200 HP, so that's really nice. It's basically a full heal. And whoops. Medic Power. This is unique to Demi. It heals everyone in the group, but it also brings them back to life. So that is a very good skill. Barrier increases everyone's magic defense. That's the first time we've seen that. Spark is instant death to any kind of mechanical enemy. And Stasis Beam will put any organic monster to sleep or paralysis. Now because Demi has no magic, her mental stat also will never go above 0, which makes her very, very vulnerable to spells, especially Thunder Magic. We haven't come across that yet, but we will, and Thunder Magic is really gonna hurt Demi quite a bit. Now to help offset their complete lack of magic defense, Demi has, well, she's only level 12 now, but as she levels, you'll see that her HP starts to amass pretty quickly. And Demi will also recover hit points as you walk around on the world map here. And it's not like, other games where you just get 1 HP per step, which is basically useless. Demi recovers quite a bit of HP as you walk around, so that kind of negates needing to keep an eye on her. She's pretty self-sufficient in that manner. So that's pretty nice there. As you can see, she has 71 HP. Take a few steps, now it's 78. So it's not, game breaking or anything like that, but look, she's already back up at 85, so you really don't have to worry about healing her at all. Let's give Spark a shot. Now, as you saw her attack in the last round, or the last battle rather, she has a plasma rifle, and that missed. Oh well. So that's pretty cool on her part. Come down here to get some titanium gear. Give that to Demi. Now these little machine centers that we're going to come across throughout the game, primarily the only treasure you're going to find in them is equipment for androids, Demi in this case. Let's see, yeah, Gryz needs to heal. There are a few exceptions though, but for the most part it's going to be stuff for androids. Ceramic armor, also for Demi, like I just said. It's a nice boost. That's her at 80. What's Gryz at? 74. Well, she does have higher defense, but I don't want to put her in the front yet. Now, because androids heal themselves after battle, they make really good tanks. Again, just because you don't really have to worry about keeping them healed. They're gonna do that on their own. Surprise attack, awesome. Now, because we lost Alice, and we lost Han, we did lose all of our good macros and AoE damage, so that kind of sucks. But Demi's a good character. She's very underrated in my opinion. A lot of people say they don't like her because she doesn't do a lot of damage, or she doesn't have AoEs or anything like that, but she's still a really good character, just for the fact that she has a on-command res now, so if somebody dies, we can bring them back. That's really handy. Again, the self-healing. Now, the other thing to know about androids is if they die, you can't bring them back with spells, and you also cannot heal them with regular magic. For example, if I want to heal Demi, I can't hit her with Gryz. It doesn't work for whatever reason. Now, the only way to bring back an android after they die is to use that repair kit item that we found earlier in the plate system. Or if you just wait until after battle, they'll automatically come back with 1 hit point. So that's pretty nice. I really love having Demi in the party. Wow, these guys have more HP than I thought. You know what? Let's get Disrupt off. It's kind of a waste, but I just want to get this over with quickly. A little bit of lag there. Hopefully that doesn't show up in the rendering process, but... How wooed! Spare parts for androids. Yeah, another unique thing about Demi here is that she can acquire acquire new skills if you find them. As you can tell by what she's saying, they're basically spare parts for weapon units. And you just find them in the dungeon and you learn the skill, so that's pretty cool. And even though she's an android, she wants us to turn around. Oh, Demi. Yeah, you look the same. Phonon Measure, very powerful. I mean, normally having a character, small as Demi, you wouldn't expect them to pack such a powerhouse punch, but oh man, Phonon Mazer is very powerful. It's all enemies on the screen, non-elemental damage. It's really powerful, and you can use it in a macro for a combination attack. But I'll show you guys that next time. If you are curious though, it's between her and Chaz. Just combine Air Slash with Phonon Measure and you'll get the combo attack. Yeah, I think I'll show it off here. Now because it is so powerful, the game does give you very limited uses on it, even though she's only level 12. You would think that, as she levels, you'd be able to acquire massive amounts of charges for it, and for some reason the game doesn't do that for you. Now, as you saw there, it only did 100 damage, so yeah, it's not that powerful yet, but just wait, viewers, just wait. And it looks cool, and like her little shoulders or her chest opens up and all these sound waves come out. And I don't know, I've always thought that was pretty cool. Maybe it does more damage to living creatures. I never thought about that. Here we have a loader. This guy looks cool. And I really don't want to deal with this. So let's go with instant death on those two. And let's try to get Spark to work. These guys have a decent amount of HP. But that's all nice when you can just one-shot them. So yeah, there you go. Oh, you thought just because we lost Alice and Han that I would stop using instant death? Oh, you'd be mistaken. Double slash him. Those guys have pretty high defense. Air slash, and Demi can just finish up whatever's left. So yeah, that's Demi for you guys in a nutshell. She's a cute little tank girl, so to say. Uses a plasma rifle for a weapon. Laser knife, awesome. She can't use that, unfortunately. Laser axe for Gryz. Yeah, that's really nice. She has self-healing, she can heal all of us, give us some magic barrier, so very useful addition. Can we do anything? No, not really. Yeah, I'll probably take a minute in between episodes or off screen to clean that macro list up. And we're all out of AoEs, oh no! Yeah, let's try to get Spark to work. These guys, just like their cousins, have pretty low HP, but they're not too terribly hard. And a laser barrier, awesome. I'm going to want to hang on to that. Is that our second one? Didn't we get one back at Zio's Fort? Can't remember. Alright, we made it. Now before going up there, yeah, let's use auto battle, whatever. We want to come over here to the right. Okay, this place is pretty short. It's nothing you haven't seen before, or nothing you can't handle on your own. Now, if there was a path that I didn't take, it's because it led to a dead end, so don't worry about that. Stun shot, alright, a very unique weapon for Demi. Yeah, nice attack boost there too as well. Now, I talked about a weapon that Chaz could have equipped from the Shadow Sabers back in Zio's Fort. However, I wasn't lucky enough to get one to drop in this playthrough. So if I don't get one in the next area, spoiler alert, we're going to fight them again. Now, if I don't get one in the next area, then I'll just go over it at that time. But the weapon we just got for Demi, and that weapon I'm talking about, it's called the Shadow Blade, I believe. Those are the first weapons in the game that come with an added effect attached to them. Which means if you attack with it, you have a percentage, or a small percent chance of inflicting some kind of status ailment. This gun, what is it called again? Stun shot. It has a small percentage, excuse me, of inflicting sleep on any organic monster that you attack, as long as they survive. So that can be pretty powerful. Just have Demi attack. If they live, you might put them to sleep, effectively incapacitating them. So that could be really handy. And the Shadow Saber, Gryz, he looks so happy. Or Shadow Blade, I'm sorry, as I believe it's called. If you attack with that, it has a small chance of using instant death on the opponent. So, yeah, that's pretty overpowered. And you might think that the game would give the proc rate or the trigger chance, somewhere like a 1% chance, but no. This game it likes players like me. The instant death triggers quite often with that sword. However, it only works on organic monsters, so, oh well. Now the other interesting thing about the Shadow Blade is that the item itself is bugged. And I'll go over that if I happen to get one. Because it's a lot easier to show you guys what I mean than just hear me go on and on and on about how the game works. And I'm sure that gets old. And why am I still in here? I could have just teleported out of this place and carried on with business as usual, but I guess I got sidetracked. Sorry guys. Yeah, there's no reason to stay in here after you shut down the plate system. So we'll just have Chaz. Wow, why did I say Han? We'll have Chaz use Heinous to get us the hell out of there. So yeah, there's a plate system. A few upgrades for Demi. And some other people. We'll sell all this old stuff off screen. I don't want to do it now. Where's the Land Rover? Oh. So yeah, it's a nice little side area. Just to kind of break the tedium of going after Zio. And here we have a Desert Leech. Now this sandworm is actually very easy. It poses no threat whatsoever. Just keep doing regular attacks. Man, he has a lot of HP. Alright, got him, finally. One Meseta. Oh. How thoughtful of you, game. How thoughtful. And yeah, we're just gonna run. Ah, here we have the town of Termi. You might remember this from earlier Phantasy Star games. Worships a heroine of yore. I wonder who that could be. Well, before we go into that, first thing I want to do is hit up the equipment shop, if there is one. Or a tool shop, okay. Now this tool shop is a little different. This is a gift shop, yeah. Now this stuff is pretty much junk in the eyes of most people. But most of it does serve a purpose, and we definitely want to pick up an Alice sword. Nice throwback to Phantasy Star 1 game. A Perolymate. We'll be using those for later, so definitely hang on to those two things. Now the pennant and the wood carving here is... they serve another purpose compared to the first two items, but you still want to buy one. You don't have to, but I'm going to just to show you guys. It's a little nice little Easter egg, I guess you could say, that they threw in the game that you can do back in Ieto there. But for now, let's hit up the weapon shop before we call it quits. Lots of stuff to buy. Good stuff, too. Let's get a... I'm guessing that's Psycho Crown or Psychic Crown. So I'm going to get one of those for Rika. Don't know why they sell this if no one can use it. 3 Psychic Males. Yeah, those are not cheap. And we're broke. All that grinding earlier that we did for levels and money is just thrown out the window. And that's a reoccurring theme in this game, is stuff is not cheap. But that's okay, because we have a lot of stuff to sell. Now the good thing about the psychic mails here is that it also increases your mental power by 2. Now for characters like Gryz, you might wonder why that matters, because he doesn't use any magic. Well, if you remember me saying, your mental stat is also used to calculate your magic defense. So yeah, not only does it increase your mental power for characters like Rika, Chaz, and others, it also increases their magic defense. So that's kind of nice. Now it's only 2 points, but it does make a difference. And if you look at the description here, it says a steel helmet imbued with defensive magic, or steel armor imbued with defensive magic, and that kind of leads you to believe that it increases your, well, magic defense, and it does indeed do that. Although, like I said, there is no visible magic defense stat or anything like that, so yeah, having armor increase your mental power might throw you off a little bit. But there you go, there's that. And I forgot about the Psychic Crown for Rika, which further increases her mental stat. Now, unfortunately, there are no weapons here, so oh well. Now, before we explore Termi and sell everything and clean everything up a bit, I'm just gonna call this an episode. When we come back next time, we'll see what this town has to offer in the ways of entertainment, and then we'll hit up the Ladea Tower to see if we can't find Rune, and see why Alice wants to talk to Rune so badly, you know? We haven't seen him in a good couple hours. So why is he starting to play a role again? I wonder. Well, until then, viewers, have a good day, and I will see you then.